Well, I'm interested that we talked about this because this marks the day, 62 years ago on this day, I joined the Navy. So it's like an anniversary.
Anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary. Going back 62 years ago, I graduated from the high school in June, and I signed up in the Navy beforehand as a high school airman recruit, they called them at the time. And of course, back farm country in Minnesota, there weren't too many options for a high school student or a high school graduate other than farming or working in the local meat plant. So I didn't want to do either, so I decided to join the Navy. And that started a 21-year career that I've really had great opportunities and seen the world and really enjoyed what I did. I started out after boot camp, went to school about a year, learning the ins and outs of aircraft maintenance in airframes, or the metalsmith work of it. And after schooling, I went to the West Coast, Moffett Field, and went on several carriers with the squadron. I was on the Oriskany and the Bonhomme Richards and the Lexington and Forstall. And then I deployed on my first cruise, Far East cruise, in 1960. We spent a 9-month cruise to the Far East, and my job then was the flight deck troubleshooter, which was quite exciting because that was where all the action was. Mm-hmm. And upon returning after that cruise, I decided the Navy was for me, so I re-enlisted for more schooling, or advanced schooling, and then got transferred to the East Coast, Oceana, Virginia. And at Oceana, I met my wife and was married in 1963, and then I got transferred to Key West, working on Phantom aircraft. And that was in 1963, and I remember vividly coming home from work when I learned that President Kennedy was killed, and that was really a time that the country really fell apart. Yeah. Or was deeply saddened. So, but anyway, the deployment there, or the mission there, was pretty good. I worked on Phantoms all that whole time, and of course, in '68, I was due for orders again. And so that was right at the height of the Vietnam War, so I didn't even bother putting in a request sheet, because I thought, well, everybody was going to the carriers because Vietnam was in its, really hot times there. And the aircraft that I was working on, the Phantom, F-4 Phantom, was the main aircraft that they deployed with on the carriers for air operations in Vietnam. So lo and behold, well, my orders come in and they send me to the West Coast to Flight Engineer School on P-3 aircraft.
Lucky you.
Lucky me, because everybody else was going to the Big Gray Ghost, and
yeah.
I was going to California to go more schooling, and I'd be an air crew. So
I bet your wife liked that, didn't she?
Well, not really, because she liked Virginia Beach. We was back in Virginia Beach right. Then, and that's where her parents were at. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't have to deploy on a carrier.
I didn't have to deploy.
You were home.
Yeah,
so
not really. I wasn't home, because I went back to Moffett Field for training, and then was ordered to a squadron who deployed to Vietnam, and so I made two deployments to Vietnam.
Okay.
And I was at Cam Bay. That was our main staging port for the aircraft that I flew, the P-3 aircraft. We flew Yankee Station patrols in Vietnam for enemy shipping and so forth. And it was pretty interesting flying. It was under semi-combat conditions, and a lot of low altitude flying, 200 to 500 feet above the water. So it was nobody ever napped when you were doing that kind of mission. And but we never got shot at, or we didn't get shot down, or we had some close calls, but everybody survived. And I made two 9-month deployments to Vietnam, and I got a very important medal while I was there. Was it called escapes me. Trying to think of by talking, I forgot.
That's okay.
What medal I got.
Do you have the medal?
Yeah, I have the medal right here. It's two. I got 2 medals for combat flights in there, and of course I got the Silver Star for good conduct, 20 years medal, and then these other ones are for Vietnam campaign and Vietnam service medals. So.
That's nice.
And can you get that picture over there?
Well, I'd have to.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
But that's nice how you had that made up like that.
Yeah, well, I made that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but and we got back from while I was in Vietnam. My child was born, so I didn't get to see her for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of hard.
Yeah.
It was hard on my wife, and she's being alone at Moffett Field, but she kept the home fires burning, and she saved a lot of money. We bought a brand new pickup truck when I come back, so I really had a good wife. She really done good. Yeah. So after that, we come back from there, and we got transferred back to the East Coast here at Pax River. And my wife was really delighted that we were back on the East Coast, close to her parents again. And I got stationed at VP 30, which is the training squadron for VP aircraft. And I stayed there 4 years. And I was in the quality control department in maintenance there, and I still flew as air crew. And post VP 30, I got transferred to VX-8, which was also at Pax River. And that was really interesting flying, because that was the National Oceanographic Squadron. And we done worldwide travel and oceanographic search or oceanographic operations. And we were mainly the platform, but NavOceano had people that done that type of survey, so we was mainly just the platform for them. But it was worldwide travel.
Isn't that the time you said where you were doing mapping?
Yes,
so
yes.
You would
They
just
mapped
fly?
the whole United States at 500 feet altitude, at I think 500-mile tracks, east, west, north, and south. So it was really view of the whole United States. Yeah. I didn't do the whole thing, just parts of it, but it took several months or year or more to do that whole operation.
Do you remember what areas you flew over?
I absolutely don't.
Was it West Coast or East? Or?
Mostly east-west, yeah. But,
Wow. How nice.
pretty interesting. And then done a lot of the surveys up in the Arctic. That was quite interesting, but no place you want to crash, certainly up there in the Arctic.
Not.
So that was the nutshell. The 21 years I retired here at Pax River in 78 or 79 actually, and I was looking for a job then, and the tech center at Leonardtown just opened a new department, and I got hired as the sheet metal teacher there, which was my background in the Navy, and then I stayed teaching at the tech center for 24 years.
Wow.
And retiring in 2003.
And you were Teacher of the Year several times?
Yes, I was selected Teacher of the Year in 2002. So I says, well, it was time to get out. After 24 years, you get selected for Teacher of the Year, you're liable to screw up. So get out while the getting's good.
Yeah.
You know.
And they had a nickname for you?
Tin Man. Yeah. I was Tin Man.
That's cool.
Yeah. but both careers were excellent. I really enjoyed myself, and I have no regrets. And I would encourage any young man that's looking for a career to think about the Navy or the military in general, because its opportunities are boundless. Yeah, you can go as far as you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
No,